for music trivia, 3 rounds in store. It's head to head, who's going to war? Are you ready to settle the score? I said, are you ready to settle the score?
Hey, welcome into another Holiday Score-nament, even though it is the day after Christmas for those that celebrate. I am your host, Matt Knost, joined as always by the musical director, Mr. Andy Merryweather. How are you, friend?
I'm good, thanks, Matt. Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully, we have another brilliant Christmas show lined up here. You've put in a hell of a lot of effort to get these shows together, and I know that when it comes to these kind of themes, you almost have to like scrape the theme barrel for one show, let alone back to back. So you've done a stellar job. And the first episode, which people have seen now, was just the most fun. Absolutely insane craziness, but
yeah, they were a lot of fun.
Almost like one of those things, like sometimes people will describe like sports games, like a soccer match or a basketball match. It had everything. It was kind of like that. It had everything.
Yeah. Every kind of came down to the wire. We went into the negatives. New little team format type of thing. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So pressure's on this lot.
Good luck to them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we bring them in, we're going to bring in once again the man that helped us put this all together, threw out some great ideas, and gave us some clues, and is nice enough to join us backstage. Please help us welcome back to the show, Mr. Houston Bodily. Houston, how are you?
I'm doing great since last we spoke. Definitely glad I'm not competing on this one. I came in a little late after everyone, and as soon as I popped in the window, the animosity that sounded out from Ken and Erik of, oh, we have to deal with this stupid guy. So glad I just get to hang out and not make enemies with everyone and just chill and have a good time.
Yeah.
For those on YouTube, this is Willem. I got him from a bribe for a clue last episode.
Yeah.
Worked out beautifully. Good looking kid.
Yeah. He's going to be helping me out and training for when Geriatric Matt is still hosting the show and can compete in the long term.
We'll find out in time. All right. Just like the last show, if we need your help with anything, we will bring you in. And if you're still around in round 3 for clues, we will bring you in for clues if anybody wants that. But thank you so much for joining us and helping us with the show.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're awesome, Houston. Thank you.
Later, bud. All right. First up coming in is returning guest. Please help us welcome back to the show, Mr. Erik Grebner. Erik, how are we?
Pretty good. Just for the record, I do hate Houston. I just really do. Have you ever been to that downtown area? There's just like nothing to do. You just get stuck there. And, if you're at a conference, it's just the worst city in the world. But,
it's the definition of sprawl.
Yes, absolutely. So it is just absolutely terrible. So, but glad to be here. We're in the midst of McRib season. I think I'm up to 19 at this point. Never eat at a McDonald's any other time of year except this time of year. So I think there might be some other holidays around this point, but personally, I just focused in on one.
Well, thank God you're helping that mom and pop establishment. So thank God.
Absolutely. Yes. Of course, I'm in Illinois, the birthplace, quote unquote, of McDonald's in Des Plaines, or the birthplace of it being stolen by Ray Kroc, whichever way you want to interpret that. So
that's fine. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. The next gentleman coming in is also a returning player on the Score-naments here. Please help us welcome back Mr. Josh Saxe. Josh, how are we?
Not doing too bad, Matt. Just, trying to get over a cold.
Oh, I see.
I feel your pain, friend. I feel your pain.
I'd love to somehow blame you, but I don't think you can send it electronically through the mail.
Well, unless it was pneumonia, you cannot blame me.
Fair enough.
Well, thank you so much for joining us once again, and good luck to you today. Our next player on today's show is a first time on the Score-nament, but she has been on the show in the past. Please help us welcome back to the show, Miss Kayden Spithaler. Kayden, how are we?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Good. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Seems like somebody is in full game mode right now, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. My coworker's daughter, who's my adopted sister, she's creeping in. So hopefully she stays out of frame. But she's actually, truth be told, she's helping me prank my office coworker. We're wrapping her desk, and I ran out of time to finish it before the show started. So she and her mom are helping.
Oh.
But I've told her, don't disturb the game mode.
I'm all business, baby.
She's got to get back to rapping.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back.
And our fourth and final player, you know him from the Score-naments. Please help us welcome back Mr. Ken Whitehurst. Ken, how are we?
Hey guys, happy second night of Hanukkah. Is that where we're on? I think.
Could be. I'm not sure.
If it's the day after Christmas, I think that's what it'll be.
Yeah, once people see this, yes, it's the day after Christmas. Where that lands in Hanukkah, I do not know.
I think it's the second night this year. I think Hanukkah starts on Christmas Day, I think some representation there.
That's nice. Little holiday crossover there. It doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah.
How
are you guys?
Good, yeah.
just shattered.
More tired than the first show, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Well, that sounds like we've got to outdo the first show, so I think this group can do it.
I think you can do it. I feel safe in this.
Is anyone planning on doing any vacuuming during this show?
That's true. You guys, when you hear that show,
that dominated our first show.
There was a random vacuum that would pop in every once and again for no reason. And according to the gentleman whose mic it was, there is no vacuum in his place.
Yeah.
So we're not sure what what ghost of Christmas
past. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone ready to play today's game?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, here we go. We are about to begin. Here is your bell for round number 1. All right. As you all know, you're using the private chat to buzz in. So just use it for that. If I had to call on names, I'm going to end up screwing that up. So it's just much easier with the timestamps of the chat itself. So we don't have to worry about it. Ken, you will have opening choice of 1 through 5. Once you make your selection, I will give a clue and Andy will begin playing. If any of you think you know the movie that it's from, enter in whatever you like into the chat. I will call on whoever buzzes in first over there, and you're guessing the movie itself, so don't worry about the title of the song. It is worth 10 points, and there is a bonus question worth 5 points, but I'll give you the rules of that when we come to it. So, Ken, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin today's show?
Because I know Houston is listening, number 2.
Number 2 it is. All right. Your clue for number 2 is savage. Savage.
What's left to say? These words ain't working anymore. Every word shot down in flames. What's left to do with these broken pieces on the...
Erik.
Is that the Deadpool 2 Christmas version?
I'm going to need a title.
Have a Merry Deadpool?
That is incorrect.
Really
incorrect. Josh, you were next in.
Was Once Upon a Deadpool?
That is correct for 10 points.
That's not fair.
Oh,
that is fair. That is fair. It is not so difficult. Once Upon a Deadpool. Have yourself a merry little Deadpool.
I like it.
2 different things. All All right, Josh. Bonus question time. It's worth 5 points. Some of them are easy and some of them are hard. You have a choice. You can choose to go it alone, but if you get the question wrong, you lose 5 points, or you can open it up to the entire room. No one will lose any points, but they can't cut into your 10-0 lead. So my question is, do you want to be a Krampus or not?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't know if there are that many differences, but I don't know this specific version well enough to say, like, yeah, for sure, go do it alone.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so it's open to everybody. So use the private chat again to buzz in. If you think you know the answer, here is your bonus question. Once Upon a Deadpool is a mashup of what two films? Josh.
Deadpool and the Princess Bride?
That is incorrect. No one can lose any points if you just want to venture a guess.
This is how I learned that movie existed.
Deadpool 2 and the Princess Bride.
That is correct for 5 points.
Brutal.
You guys just traded back and forth there, so there you go.
Yeah.
That's
That
my
explains the
revenge.
clue, though.
That does explain the clue. All right, that makes it Josh with 10 points, Erik with 5, and Kayden and Ken have not gotten on the board yet. Oh, shoot. Just looked up. There we go.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right, Josh, you got the music question right, which means you have choice. Do you want 1, 3, 4, or 5?
I'll go for 4, Matt.
All right. Number 4, it is. Clue comes to us from our patron, Matt Scanlon, and it is House Hunters International. House Hunters International.
Okay.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you
Kayden.
gave.
Is it The Holiday?
That is correct for 10 points.
I've never
Nice
actually
job.
seen that movie, truth be told.
Huh.
But
Great guess.
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, that makes it Kayden 10, Josh 10, Erik 5, Ken not on the board, but plenty of time left. Kayden, bonus question time. Do you want to be a Krampus or not?
I do not.
All right, it is open to everybody. Use that private chat function once again. Here is your bonus question. The Holiday was released in what year? Hint, it's the same as the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Da Vinci Code. Erik?
2003.
That is incorrect. Josh?
2008?
That is incorrect. Got a free 5 points out there. Who wants it? Kayden?
2002.
Incorrect. Ken?
2005.
Also incorrect. 2006. You guys were dancing around it. I thought somebody would land on it eventually. Son of a
First
gun.
Pirates was 2006.
Let me double check.
Uh-oh.
I got wrote
thank-
down.
yeah, that's why I
Judges, the judges are coming in
2003.
with 2003.
Oh, it was Dead Man's Chest. I also threw in Da Vinci Code. I'm gonna stand by it. Fuck it.
You gave us 2 movies.
I
yeah.
gave it, yeah. Although if
You know
Erik,
it
you were
wasn't
going to
05.
continue to nitpick, sir, I'm going to start deducting points on this.
I got to, oh wait, I don't have that background up. Crap. I thought I had the Sam Levine Office background, so I just had to be Sam Levine suddenly. So
That is not the case. All right.
That is a deep cut.
Well, Kayden, you got the music question right, which means you have choice. We have numbers 1, 3, and 5. What would you like next?
Let's do 5.
All right. 5 it is. Your clue comes to us from Andrew Scanlon, and it is play us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a song. You're the piano man.
Sorry. Here we go.
Ken,
Charlie Brown Christmas.
that's correct for 10 points. I think you already knew that before it even began.
I wanted to hear Andy's falsetto, I have to admit, but
Yeah, no, yeah.
didn't want to wait.
So do I, actually. Let's say I realize it's late, but dude, let's hear that.
Okay. What is it? Christmas time this year?
It is.
Is it?
And it's like 2 octaves out of my range.
There we go.
The wind too, nice.
Yes. Yeah, that was what was taking a little bit of time. I was trying to remember which fucking sound the wind was.
All right, so we have
We
wasn't worth it.
literally just watched that right before I came on here.
perfect. I did not realize, even though I've seen it probably, I don't know, 10 times, it's 25 minutes.
It's
Is it?
terrible. It's just objectively terrible.
So
All right,
Charlie
we
Brown
have-
Christmas, the Beatles, you just hate good things, Ken.
Yeah, it's there was only like 2 Christmas specials then. You had to watch it. Like that's just how it was.
Yeah, well. All right, so we have 3 players on 10 points apiece. Ken, Kayden, and Josh. Erik has 5. And Ken, you have your choice on the bonus question. Do you want to be a Krampus or not?
No, it's Christmas. No.
All right, it's open to everyone. Let me finish the whole thing before you buzz in. Here is your bonus question. By my count, when Charlie and Linus buy their frail little tree, upon picking it up to leave, how many pine needles immediately fall off? First person that guesses, it's worth 10 points, and I'll give it to you if you're within 8. Next person that guesses, and every person that guesses thereafter, it's worth 5 points. It's worth, you have to get it within 6, then 4, then 2 if no one gets it. But I will tell you if the previous person, when they were incorrect, if they were high or low. Anybody want to go first? It's worth 10 points right out the gate. All right, Ken, you're going first.
I'm gonna guess 18.
18. That is incorrect. Incorrect. And he was low. So now
Wow.
it's worth 5 points, and you got to be within 6 for whoever wants to go next. Josh.
50.
50. Incorrect. And he is high. Now it's worth 4. Erik.
30.
Also, you got to be within 4, and you are correct. It's 32 is what I counted on screen. 32. 5 points to Erik.
You counted all of them
Amazing
yourself.
question.
That's
I fucking freezed it on the last frame, and I
patience.
counted every one of those damn things. I
Good
believe
job.
there's roughly 32.
Ken, that was actually my first guess was 18, so I'm with you on that one.
I fell asleep. I wish I had paid better attention. I literally just watched.
I don't blame you. Why would
So
anybody
boring.
ever focus on that? It's a bullshit question.
That's a fantastic question for this show, though.
For this show, yes. For anybody
Bravo.
else, if you got that in a trivia competition like pub trivia, I'd punch.
Oh no,
the
I'd
dude.
flip the table at that.
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck knows this?
Yeah, just walk out.
But with that, we have a tie ball game at 10 points apiece for everyone. And Ken, you got the music question right, which means you have choice. Do you want 1 or 3?
Oh, 3.
All right, 3 it is. Your clue comes to us from Matt Scanlon, and it is, "This is your life. This is your life."
Think of your fellow man.
Erik,
Scrooged.
that is correct for 10 points. All
You
right.
love it.
Erik takes the lead, 20, 10, 10, 10. Bonus question, do you want to be a Krampus?
Yes.
All right, this is for Erik alone. Then here's your question. Scrooged was helmed by what Goonies director?
Richard Donner.
That is correct for 5 points.
I'm wearing the damn shirt.
I'm sorry,
I'm so angry.
All right.
Good job.
So it's 25, 10 to 10, and we have one left in this opening round. Your clue comes to us from Mr. Houston Bodily, and it is the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
I used to think that I was sure of what made people tick. You strip them down right to their core and find yourself a center prick. I thought that when the push came to the shove, I knew just what I'd do. I'd put me before you. You can be a cynic or a sinner and they'll only find the flaws. Even if you lost your way, you don't have to stay a lost cause. So can we do a little good, give a little more, work a little harder than we did the day before? It only takes a little good and some doing what you can. Take every chance to make the choice to
Ken.
be a better man.
Is it Spirited?
That is correct for 10 points.
Ooh,
I was getting ready to give a second clue.
that's the only good thing to come out of having watched that. Thank you.
All right, Ken, final bonus question. Do you want to be a Krampus or not?
Oh, I do not.
All right. It is open to everyone. So buzz in on the private chat. If you have a guess, here's your bonus question. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds have done 2 movies together in Spirited, and which other Kirsten Dunst movie released in 1999? Erik?
This is probably not yet. The Virgin Suicides?
Incorrect. This is a tough question, I will say that. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds worked together previously on what Kirsten Dunst movie from 1999?
Oh.
Anybody want to throw out a guess? Otherwise, we'll move on. Ken?
The only thing I can even think of is Van Wilder, but I don't think she was in that.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Erik, no, you cannot guess again. It's worth an ask. Josh and Kayden, nothing?
I got no.
This one was tough. I almost wrote it to be too tough, to be perfectly honest. It is the 1999 movie. That's wrong, Erik. It is Dick. Dick, about Dick
wow.
Nixon.
You're right. You're right.
That's tough.
That was tough. When I wrote it, and I was like, man, this is probably a bah humbug question, but fuck it. All right. Well, that ends round number 1. And we have ourselves a nice, tight little ball game here. Erik has 25 points. Ken has 20. And Kayden and Josh have 10 points. It is still anyone's game. Here is your bell for round number 2. All right. We will say ladies first. So, Kayden, you can have opening choice in this second round. And this is our 5-second round. So once you make your selection of 1 through 5, I will give a clue. And Andy will play a 5-second snippet of the song. It could be from anywhere in the song. It's his choice. If anyone knows the movie from that opening 5 seconds, buzz in the private chat. And if you get it right, it's worth 10 points. Otherwise, if we have to go to a second 5 of music, it drops the point value down to 5 points. So, Kayden, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round number 2?
Let's start with 3.
All right, number 3 it is. And on the heels of the last one, I hate to say it, I put one hard one in the second round on both shows. This is the hard one in the second round. My apologies that it came on the Bah Humbug, on the heels of the Bah Humbug question.
Let's get them all over with.
Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. Hopefully someone gets this. Your clue comes to us from Houston Bodily, and it is a not so light year. A not so light year. If nobody has a guess, since everyone knows the song, we don't need to go to second 5. I will give a second clue. But if somebody wants to guess now, the floor is yours. We all want a second clue? I'm guessing so, by people just staring back at me. All right, your second clue. First one was a not so... Oh, Ken.
Sorry, is it the Santa Claus?
It is the Santa Claus for 10 points.
I just watched that last week. I don't remember that song.
I got it from the clue. It was from the clue.
Santa Claus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's the meeting room where he's eating.
Oh, I've never seen the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's playing in the background. It was tough. I figured that was a movie that Kayden and Josh and others may have grown up with. So
yeah, I mean, I've seen it many times. Just
Yeah.
don't remember that song being in it at all.
it was tough. I told you. There was one tough one in both shows in the second round. So that gives Ken the lead with 30 points. Erik has 25. Kayden and Josh both have 10 apiece. And Ken, you now have your choice of 1, 2, 4, or 5.
Let's go with number 1.
All right. Number 1, it is. Your clue for number 1, Andy has a little bit more setup on this one, so I'm just going to sit here and ramble for 2 seconds before I give you the actual clue so I don't muddy the waters.
I'm good.
Okay. Your clue is searching for Jingle Man. Searching for Jingle Man. And my secret hope is everybody wants a second 5 of music. I'll tell you that now. If anybody guesses it, that's fine.
Well, I know what I want. I want a second 5 of music.
Yeah, I'd take it.
I'm not sure it'll help, but sure.
Oh, I think it's going to help. I trust Matt.
Your guy, I think it helps. Yeah.
It is. Whether or not it helps, I don't know. Am I looking forward to it nonetheless? 100%.
I can't tell if it's going to be rap or like Chinese or both, but I'm excited.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
One of those things. One of those 2 things may be correct.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Shake your ass, watch yourself. Shake your ass, show me what you're working with.
Totally
Perfect
worth it.
Christmas song.
Josh Ring.
I'm sorry.
outside.
Let's see. Josh is in. Josh?
Die Hard?
Incorrect. Incorrect.
I feel like this is outside my Christmas movie norm.
But more than likely, I will say that. I don't want to give away too much.
I don't think it's a Bing Crosby movie. I've rolled that out.
I don't know, dude. Late years, he's hanging out with David Bowie. They're probably doing some Rowdy Powder. Very well could have. All right, I can give a second clue. Oh, Kayden.
Bad Santa.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Good guess.
That's a good guess. Yeah.
Really good guess, actually.
All right, I can give a second clue, but if I do, Kayden and Josh can guess again. So do you guys want to throw out a guess before I do that? You just want... All right. Erik wants a second clue. Ken, you just want a second clue?
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, I'm totally blanking.
Your second clue is from Houston, and it is Halting on for dear life. Halting on for dear life. And searching for Jingle Man. Kayden.
Red One.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
That would have required one of them to see it, I think, which I'm guessing hasn't happened yet.
Erik?
About a Boy.
That is correct for 5 points. Nice job.
The only film I could think of with a young Nicholas Hoult from that era, and I didn't realize it was set at Christmas. So there you go.
Yeah, it is set at Christmas.
Oh, all I could think was Andre Braugher from Holt.
Exactly. That's where my head went to.
All right, that ties the top of the leaderboard at 30 points apiece, and then 10 and 10 for Josh and Kayden. But Erik, you have choice of 2, 4, or 5.
Let's go 5.
All right, 5 it is. Your clue for number 5 is making history. Making history. And don't forget, you're using the private chat.
How do you measure its worth? Just by the pleasure it brings here on earth.
Kayden.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That is correct for 10 points. Nice job.
It's one of my favorites. So I'd have been sad if I didn't get that one.
All right, makes it 30 for Ken, 30 for Erik, 20 for Kayden, 10 for Josh. Still anybody's ball game. Kayden, you have choice of 2 or 4.
Let's do 4.
All right. 4 it is, comes to us. So your clue is from Houston once again, and it is pigeonholed to the same plot. Pigeonholed to the same plot. I didn't even look to see how much setup there was. My apologies.
It's all good. Just making sure I can sing out of tune enough. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Sorry.
I was to say nice veiled brag, and then I cut you off.
No.
Yes.
I have to sing out of tune. Okay.
Well, this cat they're talking about, and I wonder.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
That is correct for 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That gives Erik a 10-point lead of 40 points. And we have one left in this second round. Your clue is, and that's my bottom dollar. And that's my bottom dollar.
Zeta Chi, my friend.
Ken.
Trading Places?
That is correct for 10 points.
Is it a Christmas movie? Now I'm going to go watch it, because if it is, then I love that movie.
Dan Aykroyd's down in his dumps, and he has that Santa outfit on. He's all drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all around Christmas. Do people think of it as a Christmas movie? Once again, I had to put together 2 shows using as many different movies as I could find without doing Red One. And
you're doing great.
A bunch of bullshit like that. I appreciate that.
Great.
I'm just more so saying some of these choices. All right. That ends round number 2. And we have a tie at the top of the leaderboard. So what we'll do is
Team Age Before Beauty.
Well, I had to split the teams up. So first and fourth will become a team, and second and third will become a team. But because first and second are tied, I am going to write down a number between 1 and 10, And Erik and Ken, whoever is closest, will be number 1. So, Erik, I'll let you guess first. What's your number?
6.
And Ken?
3.
Number 3. Just like the last show, since you guys hadn't seen it, I chose number 4 again. That means Ken is number 1. So our team will be
Definitely
Kayden
8.
and Ken versus Erik and Josh. All right. So give me 1 second, and I will send off the links for the 2 teams. Let's see. All right. Ken and Kayden, I have sent yours. Give me 1 second after I send theirs, and I will log in to get both the teams in there. All right, sending the other one now. And I will jump in. And hopefully everybody is already logged in. We're good to go. All right, there's Kayden, there's Ken. All right, I am exiting out. This is your private window. And logging into the second teams. There's Josh, just waiting on Mr. Grebner. As soon as he's in, there you go, gentlemen. And I am ducking out. All right, you each have your own private chat. So you can use the private chat function, or you can do what Ken and Kayden are doing right now, and they've muted their mics on the main screen so they can talk amongst themselves. And the show format will be the exact same as it normally is. So, Ken and Kayden, because you're in the lead, you will have opening choice in our bidding round. Once you make your selection of 1 through 5, I will give a clue, and you will open the bidding with the number of notes you think you can guess this movie in. There is no note minimum anymore. So however many notes you'd like to start with, that is your choice. Once we have yours, then we'll go over to Erik and Josh, and you guys can bid 1 note fewer all the way down to 0. But we bid back and forth until one team tells the other team to settle the score. And at that point, that team is answering alone. Your point values are at 10 notes and above, it's worth 10 points. 6 to 9 notes, it's worth 15. 3 to 5 notes, it's worth 20. 1 to 2 notes, it's worth 25. And 0 notes and below, it's worth 30 points. If you get the question wrong, your opponent automatically gets those points. Here's a change that you guys don't know about. You each have a lifeline. And in the past, you could use your lifeline to get a clue. You can still do that. Or instead, you could double the notes available to you. So if we've settled on 6 notes, then you can use your lifeline to turn that into 12 notes. Some people are better at the music. Others are better at the clue. So we wanted to give people an option going forward. But you only have one of those. And then finally, if you get the question wrong and the other team thinks they know the answer, they can double down on it. And if they guess correctly, they will double the points available to them. But if they get it wrong, they get nothing. So, Kayden and Ken, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round number 3? I love it. I am the only one whose mic is not muted.
I know. We just realized that.
No, it's all right. It is a new format. Everything's new.
Let's start with 3.
All right, number 3 it is. Your clue for number 3 is the city that never sleeps. The city that never sleeps. So Team K, how many notes do you want to start your bidding with?
Matt, can you just do a score check as well? I don't know if there was a.
Oh, that's true. I forgot to do that. Thank you very much. Team K, we combine your points. So you have 60 points going into the final round. And Team EJ, you have 50 points. Thank you for that, Andy.
Oh, yeah. Erik caught it in the chat.
So Team K, how many notes you want to open with? I love it. We're going full sports. We were just talking about this on the last show where the people cover their mouths to talk so no one can read what they're saying. Read their lips. Here we are. This has gotten very, very intense very quickly.
Yeah. Well, they're having a great time.
All right. How many notes are you guys thinking?
We're seriously debating. This is how seriously we take our opponents in this. Like Houston was saying, we came out with the bad energy, but that's out of respect for his abilities. Like same with Erik and Josh. We just don't want to let them down. We're going to put on a good game here.
Yeah.
We don't want to let them down with the ass kicking we're about to give them. You know what I mean? We really want to connect with this right cross.
Mm.
So how many notes are the two of you thinking you'd like to start with?
I don't know, 12?
All right, 12. Josh and Erik, over to you. You can bid 11 all the way down to 0 or tell them to settle the score. What would you like to do?
10.
10. Well, they're using their private chat function and cracking each other up. We're at 10
No,
notes
actually,
right now.
that's your friend Houston in the back who's taking shots at me in the
Yeah,
chat.
his comment in the chat
I
was
see it now.
pretty funny.
Barely. I'm sorry, what was
10
the number?
notes.
10?
10 notes.
How do you feel, Kayden? 8?
Yeah.
All right, 8 notes, making it worth 15 points. Josh and Erik?
We're going to go with 6.
All right, 6 notes. Back to Ken Kayden. At 6 notes, that keeps it at 15 points. Anything below this escalates the point value. What are the two of you thinking? We're at 6 notes right now.
All right, we'll say 5.
5 notes. All right, making it worth 20 points. Now we go back over to Erik and Josh.
Ken and Kayden settle the score.
All right, on 5 notes. All right, Kayden and Ken, you do have your lifeline if you'd like an extra clue or more notes. And Erik and Josh, you have your double down that you can use if they manage to get this wrong. And you can also use your lifeline clue at that same time. This is worth 20 points. It's a 10-point game right now with Ken and Kayden in the lead, 60-50. Here are your 5 notes. The two of you can hear that as many times as you like. You can also talk amongst yourselves. Try and figure this out. You do have your lifeline if you want to use it. It's a 20-point question, so it's not a bad idea to maintain it, but if you miss it, then you're only down 10 points unless they decide to double down. We will shortly find out. For the second time on this show, I'm the only person whose mic is not muted.
Hey, Matt, Andy, can you play it again for us?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
All right, we're back to.
We are stumped, I think.
All right. Well, you can throw out a guess and
No, we're
save
not
your
giving up.
lifeline. What would you like to do? Oh, did you just unmute your mic and because you saw that I'm just sitting here by myself, Andy? I appreciate that. I almost
Yeah, I
brought
don't have
tension
anything to
in.
say, but yeah.
You have a, I mean, I'm just trying to see. We have kind of a guess, but we're not sure. I'm just trying to see if Kayden has anything better than what I came up with. Okay.
So
You're
I
still
don't have
muted
anything
in the
better.
name.
So let's, yeah.
All right. So you're going to save your lifeline, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we're not going to use it, but we have a guess. Why not?
All right. Sure. Why not? What's your guess?
Right? Because we're going to lose either way, right? We may as well guess. Am I right? If
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
guess, we lose a point.
Technically, you're not going to get negative points or anything, but you're going to lose out on the 20 points one way or the other if you don't guess.
We'll guess the Polar Express.
Incorrect. So Erik and Josh, you can take the 20 points or you can double down on it. What would you like to do?
We're just going to take the points. I have a guess, though. Actually, we kind of have the same guess.
All right. What's your guess?
Our guess was How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Incorrect.
Really?
Yeah, it does have that similar vibe, but I'll play it a little bit more.
That last song, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's a lovely theme.
Miracle on 34th Street. 34th Street. All right. Well, with that, Josh and Erik take a 10-point lead, 70-60. And you now have choice, gentlemen. Do you want 1, 2, 4, or 5?
We're going to go with the natural order of things that begin with 1.
All right. Number 1, it is. Your clue comes to us from Houston Bodily, who I think is aces. I don't know why you guys are so anti-Houston. I think that guy's fucking.
He's the
cat's
best
meow.
He's the goat.
He very well
He's just
could
too
be.
good for us.
Your clue is Blue Christmas. Blue Christmas. So Erik and Josh, you guys will open the bidding on this. How many nights? I don't know. How many notes would you like to open the bidding with? Gentlemen, do we have an opening salvo?
To illustrate our confidence, we're going to open with 15 notes.
15 notes it is. Kayden and Ken, it's over to you. It's a 10-point game right now with Erik and Josh in the lead. Ken?
I'm just going to say, I don't think they're confident. I heard what he said.
I think you see a little ruse here?
I think he might be sarcastic about that. Yeah.
Guess we'll find out.
That said, I don't think we're confident either, unless Kayden is.
I have a guess, but I'm not confident in my guess. How many notes did they say?
15. They're at 15. How many notes would you like?
I mean, I'm thinking 14.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 14. Erik and Josh, back over to you. How many notes would you like to do?
$13.
13. We're going to fucking horse trade here. Do I hear 12? I think there's a very good chance 12 is the next number that is said here.
I mean, who needs sleep, right? That's fine.
What do you got for me? Yeah, you son of a bitch. Unmute yourself and then go right back to muting.
Just teasing.
I'm just doing it. Thinks it's funny.
What's
We'll
your
go
guess?
to 10.
10? All right. Erik
I'm
and
sorry,
Josh?
we were talking. I didn't hear what he said.
10. He's at
10.
10.
10.
And not in any way regretting it.
Josh and Erik, what do you got?
I like the nod.
We're going for 8.
All right, 8 notes.
I like
Kayden
the
and
nod
Ken,
too.
back
It's,
to you.
it's very manager.
Very corporate nod, Erik. Very corporate.
Yeah.
We liked it.
I did not come here to be insulted. Thank you.
I just confer with my colleague for once.
Down to 8 notes.
All right. Based on this stunning display of confidence, we would like for Erik and Josh to settle the score.
All right, on 8 notes, it's worth 15 points. Gentlemen, you do have a lifeline if you choose to use it. And Ken, Kayden, if they get it wrong, you can double down on it, or you can just elect to take the free points. 10-point game right now with Erik and Josh in the lead. Here are your 8 notes. All right, Erik and Josh, do you have a guess?
We're going to guess Lethal Weapon.
That is correct for 15 points. All right. With that, you take a 25-point lead, 85 to 60, and you have choice now of 3, 4, or 5. Pardon me, 2, 4, or 5. What would you like next, fellas?
We really debating the number of the song? Come
Yeah,
on.
I don't. 2, 4, or 5. What do you guys want? Come on.
We'll just do 2.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
2 it is. Your clue for number 2 is the eyes have it. The eyes have it. So Josh and Erik, how many notes you want to open the bidding with? There is no minimum. Fella's going to need an answer from you.
We'll go with 10.
All right, 10 notes. Ken and Kayden, how many notes would you like to bid? Or you can tell them
We'll
to
bid
settle. 8. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Erik and Josh. We're at 8 notes right now.
Let's go with 7.
7 notes. Back to Ken and Kayden at 7. How many notes are we thinking?
We're watching Andy practice. I think 6.
All right, 6. Keeps it at 15 points. Anything below this increases the point value.
I'm trying to guess it from what Andy is doing, but it's not helping.
I don't think
we're
he's
gonna-
playing anything.
We're going to let you guys settle the score.
I think he's just playing that thing from Ghostbusters that Venkman played.
All right, on 6
You love
notes.
them.
All right, Kayden and Ken, your clue once again is the eyes have it.
Okay.
The eyes have it.
Hmm.
Do you want to hear that again?
It can't hurt.
Yeah.
It's intense.
There are 2 questions after this. And right now they're up by 25 points, 85 to 60.
Hmm.
And this is worth 15. So if you lose these points, then it's a 40-point game and it gets tough pretty quick.
Hmm.
So there is always the lifeline option. If Kayden and Ken want to go that route, or perhaps they have a handle on it, they want to throw out a guess and save that lifeline for later on. We'll hopefully find out here momentarily.
I think that's right. We don't get both double notes and a clue, right? We get one or the other.
You get one or the other. So you'd have to make a choice. Is the clue going to help more, or is the music going to help more? Do you want to throw out a guess, or would you guys like to use your lifeline? Once again, there's 2 questions after this. So what would the 2 of you like to do?
Yeah. Yeah, we're leaning towards using our lifeline.
All right, is that officially what you want to do?
Unless my colleague tells me no, but I think so.
All right, you are going to use your lifeline. We will bring in Houston.
We'll
He's
take a
gonna
clue. Yeah, not the
gonna-
notes.
Go through the list of clues and give you a lifeline clue. And Houston,
Put aside all personal animosity.
You know what? That's fair. I will not be too hard on you guys.
In the spirit of Christmas.
I am happy to announce that this clue was submitted by Andy Merryweather.
Maybe.
Potentially. Slight possibilities, Matt Knost. The clue is Fabergé leg.
Fabergé leg. And I believe you are correct, Houston. I'm pretty sure that was a Merryweather exclusive right there.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Houston.
Yeah.
Let me do that officially. Thank you, Houston. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Right?
My finger clicked that
That's
a
a
little
good
too
guess.
quickly. It's like
That's better
All
than
right.
anything I've got.
dropping you to the background.
I like it. I like it. Why not? I can't. Yeah, why not? I can't think of anything else.
All right. The eyes.
We have a
it.
guess.
All right.
We're gonna say A Christmas Story.
That is correct for 15 points.
Kayden with the save.
Whew,
Nice. Good work.
that was stressful.
All her.
All right. That makes it 85 to 75 with Josh and Erik in the lead. But Kayden and Ken, you have your choice of 4 or 5.
You got it, Kayden.
Okay, let's go for.
All right. 4 it is. Your clue is from Houston, and it's always never sunny. It's always never sunny. And then an ellipsis at the end. I guess I could do the trail off. It's always never sunny. So how many notes would the 2 of you like to open the bidding with? Let's start the ball rolling. What are we thinking?
14? Is that sure? 14.
All right. 14 it is. Erik and Josh, what would you like to do?
144. Not quite, Houston.
I think your confidence works for 14 or 144, to be perfectly honest. I think his typo
That's
is still pretty accurate.
We're going to go the square
That's
root of 144, which is 12.
Poker
All right.
face.
12. Back over to the 2 of you. Now it's a 10-point game right now.
Sunny.
It's always never sunny. We're at 12 notes right now. What would you like to do? Do we have a counter offer here, or you want to tell them to settle the score? What would the two of you like to do? I think perhaps a clock in the future is a good idea.
2-person teams is tough because you can't,
I understand
I
that, but
feel
at
like
the
you
same
have to
time,
agree. Right?
we've had heavy deliberation about the next number to pick so far. You guys are
That's true.
you guys are taking your sweet times on this, both teams.
All
So
right.
we're at
I
12
think 10.
notes. 10.
We'll
All
say
right.
10.
Eric and Josh, what do you want to do?
8. The Ocho.
The Ocho. All right. Down 8 notes, making it worth 15. It's a 10-point game between the two teams with Josh and Eric in the lead right now, 85-75.
All right. Settle the score.
All right. On 8 notes. You do have a lifeline, gentlemen, if you want to hear it or use it rather. Your clue, once again, is it's always never sunny. And here are your 8 notes.
Batman Returns.
That is correct for 15 points. And that gives you guys 100 points even. So
It
Kayden
was
and
what I
Kate-
thought it was, and I just mad at myself.
Oh, you're down by 25 with one question left.
Oh,
Just as a heads up, 1 to 2 notes is 25 points.
no pressure.
None whatsoever. All right, Eric and Josh, you guys will open the bidding on this. Your clue is, and this is the last one, a hidden clause. A hidden clause.
Just to clarify, can you say the scores one more time? I'm sorry, Matt.
It's 100-75.
We're up by 25. Okay.
Yep.
I feel like he just did that just to hear it.
In honor of the spirit of the margin, 25 notes.
Sure. So, Ken, Kayden, you basically, they need to get it wrong. You double down, but they need to be minimum 9 notes for you guys to win, or you need to bid them down to
To
2 notes, 1 note, or 0. And you either get it right or they get it wrong. And those are the only real outcomes of this.
What was the clue again?
A hidden clause. So we're at 25 notes. What would the two of you like to do? 1 to 2 notes is worth 25. That would tie the game. 0, if you want to blind guess it, is worth 30, and you could win the game on that. Technically, though, they can go into negative bidding if they want to try their hand at that. But as it stands right now, a 25-point game, and we're at 25 notes. So what is your counter offer? Team K. What would you
All
like to
right.
do?
We're going to bid 2.
2 notes. All right, Eric and Josh, do you want to say 1 or 0, or would you like to tell them to settle the score? They do not have a lifeline.
Decisions. No, sell the score.
All right, on 2 notes.
We got this all day.
And as a heads up, if you tie it, we'll go to sudden death, and I'll tell you about sudden death if that comes up. This is for the game right here. Your clue, once again, was a hidden clause.
It's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is correct for 25 points. Tie ball game.
That was great, Ken.
We got it all. We
That
got
was
it all.
great.
It's bottom of the ninth. We deliver.
Well, congratulations.
You play 9 innings, as they say.
So the way sudden death
That's an
works,
American baseball term, Andy.
the way the sudden death works is this. Andy's going to pick, I'm assuming, a holiday score at random, and he's going to begin playing. I don't know what it is. If I can figure it out before anyone guesses, I will give you
win.
a clue. I win. Exactly. By default. Yes. Seems unfair, but I like it. Perfect. Whoever guesses first, that team wins. You can guess as many times as you like. There is no limit.
Are we ringing in the chat or how?
No,
are
no,
we doing?
just say your name.
Say name. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be able to tell. So I don't have to look at a sheet anymore or any stuff like that. I can just look straight at the screen. And try
Houston
and
wants a
it out.
chance to win also. Houston, you won it.
Here we go.
Stop.
Erik, I'm just going to throw this out there. Love Actually, because I've never seen it.
That's right.
Yeah. That was my thought, but I wasn't sure. Bravo.
I knew it was going to come down to one I've never seen.
Recognized it.
Well, congratulations to Erik and Josh. You are the winner of the second Holiday Score-nament. So kudos to you. Came down to the wire.
We put up a fight.
We did.
All right. Well, to wrap this all up, considering it is the wee hours of the morning for Andy, we will go ahead and say our goodbyes. So, Erik and Josh, as winners, you have the floor first to plug, promote, say whatever you like. But Josh, go ahead and start us off.
Nothing special here. Just wish everyone a happy holidays. Those that are celebrating Christmas, hope you enjoyed your day yesterday. Those celebrating Hanukkah, 6 more nights to go. Hooray for us.
Perfect. Erik, what about you, sir?
Not much as well. I don't run any shows. I don't do anything other than I have a curated Settle the Score coming up here next, I think, a week, maybe 2 weeks. That features Janine versus Morgan. So of It's a Wonderful Podcast. So hope everyone gets to tune into that. Other than that, please support your nonprofits. God knows we need it this time of year.
Fair enough. Kayden and Ken, an excellent showing. Came down to the wire. Way to tie it up at the end. But Kayden, what about you? Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Just hope you all have a great holiday season. Happy New Year, because that's probably coming up soon. Don't have anything to plug right now. I've kind of been busy at work to keep up with my blog from the last few years. So just kind of enjoying life, staying healthy, and wishing everyone a happy holidays.
All right. And Ken, finally, what about you, sir?
Actually, I was going to plug Andy's Jukebox Pianist on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, if Andy were here in the United States, or if I could afford to fly him over here, I absolutely would, because he looks like he has a great show. He plays songs like just random, whatever the guests ask for, he plays, and you've all heard him on the show. And if you're in the UK in the holidays, and maybe want to have a Boxing Day party, Andy will come out and play it, I think. But it looks like a ton of fun, Andy. I wish I could come over there and see you.
Thank you, Buzz. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
And I'll do what I always do, is just plug the Patreon for the show. It's a great group. If Grandma gave you some cash for Christmas, send it to Matt and Andy.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Help out the show, and because it's a great group. The Clue team here is doing a great job, and we keep having a lot of fun. So thank you guys. I hope you have a good Christmas, or had a good Christmas. Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, for us, it's in the future. For everyone else, it's in the past. But thank you for that. That was very kind. We'll go ahead and bring Houston in before we do our sign offs, Andy, instead of like last time. Houston, thank you so much for joining us. And the floor is yours to say whatever you like.
Yeah, it was super fun to be here. Just like last episode, good group of people to be with. I like being able to antagonize Ken and Erik. And I believe I've met Josh before, but not positive. But just in case, good to see you again. And Kayden, this is the first time I've met you, so it's good to meet you in person.
Meet you as well.
Always fun to chime in on your conversations and whatnot on the Discord. It's a great environment that Matt and Andy, you guys have put together. And happy holidays to everyone. Hope it all goes well for you guys.
Well, thank you so much for your help in putting the show together and for hanging out backstage. It was fantastic. The little dashes made a world of difference.
Wild,
so thank you for coming up with that. Because trying to decipher at times was just like, I can't tell when the timestamp on this is the same. But we thoroughly appreciate it. To all four of you for joining us, we say thank you. We hope you have a happy holidays for whatever you're celebrating and an excellent new year. Andy, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, in the spirit of the show, I'm just going to put myself on mute for 10 minutes whilst I decide what to say. Speaking of wrapping things up, Kayden, please share the picture of whatever you do to this poor person's death.
Yes, I will.
In the Discord.
Yeah, put it in there for all to see.
Actually, Kayden, like, I'm not, there's part of me that feels weird about saying, give us more money, but it would be great to have you around into the other things that I think because you've been on a fan show, but obviously we have the Score-naments and stuff like that, and you're obviously a very competent movie trivia player. So we'd love to have you there, and I'm sure you'd hand in some great clues as well. But it's just to say, like, it's great to see. Obviously, we see how much you bring to the Discord. But yeah, you guys as well, Josh, Erik, Houston, Ken, you guys are just the best. Thank you for all your support for the clues, and anything that I need, like last minute on shows, is so much. Gives me so much relief to be able to, and it actually shows when we have shows like this where I can't go and lean on you guys for clues because you're on the show. It really shines a light on how much relief I get from just being able to give you those movies that are missing clues, and you guys come through every time, even if I've only got like a few hours to go. So thank you for that. It's awesome to have you as part of our community. Merry Christmas to everyone in Settle the Score. We'll have a really strong 2025. Looking forward to it.
Well, fantastic. Our thanks once again to all of you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your holiday season. To everybody out there, stay safe, have fun, happy new year, and we'll see you guys next week with a brand new episode of Settle the Score. Until then, adios.